So we have our full box this time. My first box. I usually open my first box with you guys, so I usually have like nothing until I do these. So we get our full art Aerith in this one. It's pretty cool art. Like, I know it kind of looks a little... Let's move my thing to be a sunrise. Oh wow, it actually worked and helped it zoom. The forwards... Let's see if we can actually read it. I don't know if it'll work with the shine. Oh, there it goes. The forwards other than Aerith you control get 2k power. When Aerith is put from the field of the break zone, you may remove Aerith from the game. When you do so, place 3 re-raise counters on Aerith. At the beginning of main phase 1, during each of your turns, if 1 or more re-raise counters are placed on Aerith, remove 1 re-raise counter from Aerith. Then, if there are no re-raise counters on Aerith, put Aerith into the onto the field. This will trigger only if Aerith is removed from the game. Alright. Spoiler territory. This tells me that in the remake, she ain't staying dead. Theory. Because, yeah, that's... This card, the re-raise stuff they're doing... they're popping their... They're doing it too early, I think. Okay, we've got our boxo of... No, come back one. Okay, you're going to have the full art in it, I know, so I'm opening you first. You get the special treatment as you decide to jump off the table, I guess. Okay, this isn't going to work. I'm going to do this. I think since we've gone through most of the cards now, we're good. So I won't need to go through too many of them. Speaking of that, new one. Larva. That's not lava, that's magma. He's above ground. No, wait. Magma's the other way around. It is lava. Holy crap, someone used it right. When lava enters the field, choose one photo, cost 3 or less, break it, and that's the Scry Cycle one. Pretty good. I actually like it. We saw Devout. We saw Cloud. Noelle. When Noelle enters the field, choose up to 2 forwards opponent controls, dull them. Put Noelle into the break zone, dull all forwards opponent controls. Yeah, okay. Alright, haste and dull. Haste dull. As long as you can dodge the removal, you just keep beating in. Because, yeah. This one's a sorcery speed dull, which is actually not too bad. It's the instant speed one. Dark Knight, I actually really like this card. Cost required to Dark Knight is reduced by 1 for each point of damage you have received. Here's a zero cost if you've taken 3 or more damage, because it doesn't say cannot be 0. Pay 1 Earth, 1 generic dull. Choose 1 forward until end of turn. It has +1/+1 for each damage you've received. Does not break it. My god. This thing is... Yeah, this thing is kind of nuts. Oh, we saw Leviathan, Bahamut, and King Tycoon. We've seen King Tycoon. Mirror. Mirror's interesting. Mirror enters field. Choose 1 monster in your break zone. If its cost is equal to less than the damage you have received, play it onto the field. It has to be equal or less than the damage you received. If you receive 0 damage, you better hope you have a 0 cost monster. When a monster you control is put from the field in the break zone, choose 1 forward opponent controls, deal it 2k damage. If you got repeated sack and cycle monsters, this might not be too bad. But otherwise, I think monsters have better options, and they're not even that big right now as a complete deck. But I guess she's good to get back any 1 or 2 specific monsters. I just don't know what else you'd use her for. Lunith. This is interesting. At the beginning of the attack phase during each of your turns, select one of the 2 following actions. Choose 1 job Warrior of Light other than Lunith until end of turn it gets 1k power, haste, and first strike. That's actually pretty good. Yes, it's a 5 cost, so again, this is... So I actually think there's a whole cycle of these. They may not be directly linked, but there's a whole cycle of 5ks, I think, that do some cool stuff. Choose 1 forward, deal 1k damage for each job Warrior of Light or Fire character you control. It is Ore, so it isn't a double stack like the old Lunith, because the old Lunith was and Ore. But yeah, another powerful 5k that you just want to protect. So Warrior of Lights, if someone likes them, this is the thing. And we saw Yuri. seen Celeste, Chocobo, Bard, Sagin, Benjamin, Assassin, Madam M, Foil King Tycoon. I'll take it. And Squall! Yes! Yes! Okay, cool. This art gets me. If either player has two cards or less in their hand, so either. So one or the other. King Tycoon, alright, yours. If either player has 2 or less cards in hand, Squall gains haste. If both you and your opponent has no card in your hand, Squall gets first strike, and Squall can attack twice in the same turn. When Squall attacks, deal 4k to all forward opponent controls. When Squall is blocked, deal 4k to all forwards opponent controls. Why? I just want to know why. I love it, but why? I just want to know which of the developers stole the other developers' drugs to make this. Sophie we've seen. Van we've seen. You know what? I wanna see if there is a full cycle of these. I'm gonna play a little game. We've got Ludith. We've got Sophie. Let's see if we can find all 6 colours. Van. When Van enters the field... Come on. Choose one forward opponent controls, deal 3k damage. If you have cast 3 or more cards this turn, deal 8k, which is fairly reasonable. Special. Dull him. Choose one forward, deal at 7k. Pretty good. He doesn't clash with the other Vans because it's in a different colour, but it's a Sky Pirate, so it's pretty good. We've seen Fat Chocobo. Puppet Master, Black Mage. Ooh, DG Sniper. Oh, I thought this was a deep ground unit. Oh no, they're the ones that work with Shulk, aren't they? When DG Snipe, where is this? No, it is the same thing, isn't it? They just didn't want an. Oh, you had another deep. You could have gone tribal. Developers, you could have gone tribal. Why take away from like the worst tribal deck when it had one extra option you could have given it? When DG Sniper enters the field, choose one forward opponent controls, dull it and freeze it. Pay a crystal, dull him, choose one dull forward, break it. It's really good, but it needed to be a deep ground sniper. Deep ground sniper. Oh, even if they named it deep ground sniper. Oh, oops. I know he can be searched out with the other one, because the other one searches him out. But they didn't need to do it. They could have left the tribal intact. Cactuar. Choose one forward, break it. If the cost cast Cactuar was paid of 2 or less different elements, Cactuar deals you a point of damage. I think this is pretty powerful. Outright break is always good, especially for 4. But you got to be careful of your colours. Samurai. Lexa. Amber. Foil Lan. Let me just put these away. Oh my god. I thought I turned you off. I'm sorry about this, guys. We've seen what Lan does. Montleonis. Pay 0 during this turn. The next damage. Oh, I remember this. To Montleonis, by a summon or ability becomes 0. Instead, you can only use this ability once per turn. Yeah, you got to double tap him. Special. Choose up to 2 forwards opponent controls. Deal them 9k damage. You can only use this ability when Montleonis is attacking. Fairly cool card. Fairly balanced. I don't know how many Montleonises there are in the game. Oh, I've seen Shitleo. Seymour. Is Seymour? No, Seymour's not part of that cycle. And Seryu. So, another Puppet Master. Another. Did we get the same? Okay, no, Gargoyle's new. Gargoyle's part of the Scry cycle. When Gargoyle enters the field, choose one forward of cost 5 or more, break it. For 3. That's kind of relevant. That's actually very relevant. Samurai, Sahagwin, White Mage, Pekka Lotar, Foil Andre Rohedea. And Ceremobius. That's a spare Ceremobius. If anyone is after them. This is like my 7th one. Oh my god, we saw Leo first time as well. Rain and Seryu. You want the foil on? Sure, easy. Oh, that's right. You love all your wafts. But yeah, these are pretty cool. I actually like these ones just in lightning, not even just as waft. Corsair, which we've seen, but I want to make sure the thing works. Come on. I wish I had a way to manually do this instead of waiting for the camera to... Hold on. Camera? Give me a moment, guys. This thing's being... There we go. Corsair we've seen. Celeste we've seen. Chocobo Chick we've seen. Merald we've seen. Heavy armored... Yeah. Heavy armored search for job standard units. So this deep ground search searches for the sniper. But the sniper doesn't count towards the buff, which is a little annoying. Benjamin. These are really sticking together. Unaleska. Ooh, Foil Warrior of Light. For each forward other than Warrior... Okay, cool. For each forward other than Warrior of Light you control, Warrior Light gets 1k power. Oh, don't tell me. We have a light cycle to the 5ks. Your control, remove Warrior of Light from the game. All forwards you control gain this forward cannot be broken until end of turn. You can only use this ability during your opponent's turn. Oh wow, that's yeah, okay, that's a thing. And my first from the box, at least from the box, legendary, foil legendary. That's legit. Your opponent keeps doing this huge stack, and you just go, nope. Stack doesn't exist. Jin. I really like Jin for the fire, the monster cycle, the second one. Fire forwards you control deal an extra 1k damage. Characters, yeah. Oh, forward, sorry, not characters. Yeah, between this, Iroha, Ifrit, and the backup that does it for summons, you just stack your damage. And damage 3 till end of turn, it becomes a 7k with first strike. Technically an 8k first strike because he does an extra 1k damage. So this thing is actually, this thing's actually legit. I really like this one. Shinju, we've seen... Ooh, Scarlett. When a deployment counter is placed on Scarlett, select up to the same number of 3 following actions as development counters placed on Scarlett. This effect will trigger once per turn. Choose up to 2 characters, dull them. Choose 1 character, freeze it. Your opponent discards 1 card from the hand. Deploy 1 deployment counter. You can only use this ability during your turn. Oh, okay, so if you put your first counter, you have to pick the first one? Oh, okay, and if you put a second counter on, you have to do the second, whichever one you choose twice. Okay, that's the way I'm reading this. So, whatever number of counters she has, you do one of these things that many times when the next one is placed on her. Select the same number of 3 following actions as deployment counters placed on Scarlett. This effect will trigger once per turn. Scarlett, you can only use this ability during your turn. Okay, yeah, that's how I'm reading it. It's a little clunky, but that's how I'm assuming this works. So you do it the first time, you put 1 counter, you do one of these things once. You do it again the second turn, you've got 2 counters, you do one of these things twice. 3 times, you do one of these things 3 times, and so forth, if she lives. She's one of the 5 costs. My theory is getting there. Like, even with the Warrior of Light. And we saw Vaughn. Okay, so I'm thinking there is a cycle of these 5 costs. We've seen Chocobo, we've seen Onion Knight, we've seen Nuke, we've seen Bard, we've seen Beastmaster, we've seen White Mage, we've seen Assassin. We haven't seen Ramzan, we've got a foil. Pay a crystal, Ramza gets haste, and Ramza's power becomes 9k. Pay a crystal, Ramza gets first strike, brave, and Ramza can attack twice in the same turn. These effects do not end at the end of your turn. So yeah, we got a lot of good crystal users, and in fire, which is really good. This might actually. And, oh! I just noticed that it's a knight. Wait, no, I could be wrong. Wasn't the knight an ice card? Last wall is an ice card. Do we have 2 ices with the 5? Oh, my theory is actually falling apart. But it's fine. And Seymour! Seedor, yes! Another really good card. Lot of love to wind. When Seedor enters the field, you may dull 3 active category IV characters, 4 characters you control. When you do so, choose one character of cost 4 or more, break it. At the beginning of your attack phase, during each of your turns, activate all category 4 characters you control. So, yeah, wind category 4. I'm not sure how feasible that is, but that's still very, very good card. Terra we've seen. So Suzuki we've seen, and Byoko we've seen. Alright, this theory I'm kind of not so hot on now that I realize there's 2 ice ones. Celeste we've seen. Gladiator we've seen. We saw Palmer. We saw Elvis. We saw Amber. We saw Madam M. A lot of these stick. The last 2 stick before the foil. We saw Leviathan. Okay! Alright. That's legit. And a Fusoya. I'm actually going to move these away. Babas, we've seen. Leo, we've seen. Fat Chocobo, we've seen. Dibsies. That's... It's not a Chocobo, but I'll count it. Put these here for now. I want to see them Chocobos. I paid for this art. Use it, guys. I also have the Dibsbo as a tier 3 sub because I'm like, I might as well give them the option of using the power of the Chocobo outside the stream. For tier 3 is a good incentive. Cry. Ooh, Chocobo Sam. I'll be fixing to get me a Chocobo. When Chocobo Sam enters the field, you may search for one job Chocobo, card named Chocobo, specifically Fat Chocobo if you're inclined, and add it to your hand. Pay a wind and dull. Choose one forward. He gains plus 1k power until end of turn. If it's a job Chocobo or a card named Chocobo, it gains plus 3 power until end of turn instead. I like this card. It's just stupid good. Even if you run the backup Chocobo, you play him, grab backup 2 cost Chocobo, play it. You've set yourself up 2 backups and set him up to be used. Yeah, this is actually legit. Gargoyle we've seen. Kimari we've seen. Ooh, Rain. EX Burst, 5 cost 9k. I think this is a sealed card, but still pretty cool. When Rain enters the field, choose one forward opponent controls. If a forward you control has been put in field break zone, this turn deal 9k damage. This is interesting as an EX Burst after you've blocked and taken a chump blocker, so that was fairly cool. What the hell? I'm sorry, guys. I keep turning this off. Why aren't you turning off? Yeah, okay, I don't know why. But, yeah. Pretty interesting card for EX Burst. Benjamin we've seen. Foil Palmer. And Y'shtola. I think that's my 2nd legendary. When Y'shtola enters the field, choose one forward opponent controls until end of the turn. It loses 4k power for each job sign of the 7th Dawn you control. Dull 1 active job sign of 2nd Dawn, so it doesn't require it to have non-summoning sickness, so you can use this immediately. Job sign of the 7th Dawn, choose one category. I think that's 14? Yes, 14 forward until end of turn against haste and first strike. Special to lightning, dull, deal 9k damage to all forwards other than job signs of the 7th Dawn. Yeah, I think Earth Y'shtola might have just gotten replaced by Lightning Y'shtola. Shinju. We just saw Ramza in foil. And Seryu. Where's the other We know Demolith. Litley is the fire of the bounce replay 5 damage ones. Deal 10k damage to something. Litley's the best one, I think. Can be Amide. Heads up. Ninja. Heavy armored. Oh wait, no, we haven't seen Ninja. I don't think we saw Ninja. Yeah, what am I doing? Remove the top 2 cards of your deck from the game. Choose one forward, deal it 2k damage. You can only use this ability once per turn. I'm not too happy with remove cards from deck. I don't mind these type of effects in games where you can control your deck size, but FF is 50 only. So I'm not really hot on these type of effects. Cloud is amazing because it's Cloud and it's more versatile and it's worth the 10 cards you lose, especially if it wins you the game or stops you losing. But ones like this, and it's only 2k damage. It's not even, you're paying 4 CP to do 2k damage. Yeah, I think this is trash. Unless there's something I'm missing on this. This just looks like garbage. Heavy Armored Soldier. Ico. Clavat is the water version. You draw 2 cards by doing the damage 5. Enter the ETB. Oh, it's always you, isn't it? Foil Terror. And another Zac. Lastwell. Yes, Lastwell is ice. My theory might be falling apart here, even though we have a light one. Reeves. We haven't seen Reeves yet. When Reeves enter the field, choose one forward of cost 2 or less in your break zone. Play it onto the field. As long as it's on the field, Reeves does not activate during your active phase. So that's actually really good. I don't know if there's any... He's a Shinra executive, which is really good. I think there are, like... There is. What's her name? The Haste chick. She's 2 cost Turk, isn't she? But that's still really good. Again, Recursion in Lightning is getting really a lot of love, and I'm glad. Terra. I'm surprised you want the Terra. I'm surprised anyone wants that Terra. Like, I'm the one experimenting with multicolor and I don't like it. And I tried forcing it in Limited just to test it and it was painful. Onion Knight we've seen, Yuke we've seen, Ico we've seen, Kamari we've seen, Cloud we've seen, Rain we saw just before, Madam M we've seen, we saw Crimson Hound, Vincent we've seen, Vesvia, we haven't seen the water one. Also, you know, the one that doesn't have the cleavage completely showing but kind of has something worse that I'm going to avoid for a bit. I'm going to try to avoid because the writing's like right under it. When Vivessa enters the field, if you control 2 or more Job Morikra, draw 1. If you control 4 or more, draw 2 cards. Reeves we just saw. Rosa we haven't seen. The card named Theodore forward and card named Cecil forwards you control get 1k power until end of turn. I like that this is and. So you dull it to pump both of them. That's fairly interesting. 2 cost backup. If you're running the colors or the category, this is pretty good. If you're running the Theodore or a Cecil, it's pretty good. But otherwise, you want to be playing the specific deck. That's a tribal card. Kyrian we've seen. Devout we've seen. Shiva we definitely seen. Palmer. Assassin. Clavat. Oh. Palmer. Foil Azel. Huh, that might be worth holding on to. Or not holding on to, but that might be something I can get rid of. And Tross. Oh, we haven't seen Tross, actually. No, we have seen Tross. Yes, we have seen Tross. We haven't seen Heretical Knight Garland, though. Come on. Brave. Heretical Knight Garland is to field choose one forward other than himself you control. As long as you control Heretical Knight Garland, it gets possible K Brave. 2 Earth, 2 Generic, Dull Heretical Garland. Heretical Garland Garland cannot be broken. Okay, so first things first. This doesn't have a tap ability. That's a mistake I made during pre-release. I thought it was a tap ability. So this can be used immediately upon his enter at any time you can pay the cost. Just a warning to everyone. There are things that get around being broken. The big specific one is loss of power. So if he, say, loses 8k power, he dies. Doesn't matter if you use the ability. If he's taken 1k damage and the person removes 7k power from him, he still lives. Because he's 1 taken damage, damage can't kill him. But exile effects, which I don't think we have many of, and neg effects work. And also, once you've activated this ability, they can use something that removes any abilities it has, and it just dies because it has the damage marked on it. We've seen Last Well and we've seen the leader. Also, make your bets at all 0 full arts I'm going to get. Because I've opened I've done I think 4 pre-release kits. Then I opened the pre-release kit here, and I've gotten 1 full art out of, 5 kits and prizes. Have we seen Fiona? Yes, we did see Fiona. We saw Garbage. Litley. We saw Shulk. We haven't seen Firen. When Firen deals when a forward dealt damage by Firen is put from the field into the break zone at the same turn, draw 2 cards. I like it, but I don't see anything that could utilize this very powerfully. Dark Knight is good. Lex is good. Another foil Gladiator, goddammit. Another Titus. Okay. I guess they're good. Yeah. Marsh, Sophie, Byakko. Where's my Black Waltz? Where's my Black Waltz? I got the foil one. So yeah, make your bets at what non-full arts I'm going to get, because I'm not going to get a full art. We saw Lava, we saw Demolith, we saw Cactar, we saw Shiva, we saw Leviathan, we saw Noel, we saw Black Waltz 1. Foil Barts? Did I get both light cards in foil? Wait, hold on. Yeah, both light cards in foil. Huh. Put that here for now. And another Morrow, I'm happy with that. Mustadio we've seen. And why weren't you part of the 5-cost cycle? Could have gone here. And we saw Charlotto. Okay, so I got both the light cards in foil. Are they both heroics? Oh no, Warrior of Light is legend. Okay, so I've actually gotten pretty decent stuff so far. And I'm not even halfway. You know what? I better get like 5 or 6 foil legends if I'm not going to get a full art again. The fake deep ground sniper. Come on. There we go. We saw Black Mage. We saw Chocobo Sam. We saw Chocobo. Ixion we haven't seen. Choose one forward. It loses 8k power until end of turn. So this would kill Garland, even if he's activated. Till end of turn, if the casting on play to cost 3 or more different elements, all forwards opponent control lose 2k power. Ooh, it requires a target, but damn! That's actually... Okay, that's kind of interesting. You wouldn't be running it in multicolor though. I can't see what 3 colors would run this over any other summon those colors have. But that's interesting. Because this gets around a lot of protection, gets around a lot of stuff that requires pump. It gets through fights. It stops punches. This is actually really cool. This is interesting. I'm going to give it that. We saw Crimson Hound. We saw Piccolata. Oh, I got an Earth Crystal. I guess that counts as 1 full art. So even when I get a full art slot, I don't get a full art. Welcome to my world. Even when I don't get a full art, even when I get a full art, I don't get a full art. I'm curious if these are the cheapest of the full art slots. We've got Atomos. Atomos is actually interesting. I like Atomos. During each of your turns, when you cast the second card you've cast, choose up to 2 backups. Activate them. Damage 3, pay 0 until end of turn. Atomos becomes a forward of 7k more. When Atomos attacks, activate all backups you control. You can only use this ability once per turn. Scary good. Normal Terra, Suzuki, and Noctis. Devout, Fiona, Carrion, Furion, Why is Bart in Legends pile? It's a foil heroic. I might as well put him there. Selkie, Bahamut, YTK63. Full art. Whoa, okay. They were right behind each other. Okay. Full art legend. And I think it's a good one, so... Hell yeah. Damn it, I can't complain anymore. Well, I still can complain. I've gotten... Okay, so... I've gotten 4 full arts out of 3 box... Or when I finish this pile, 3 boxes worth. Yeah, full art. Sorry. You're already getting this one. You already got one. Oh, Biblos. We haven't seen. Wait, Biblos? Holy crap, Biblos. For people who don't know, this is a very important big city in the Middle East, and it's where a couple of my family's from. So that's actually interesting. I didn't know it was called, yeah, Biblos. Oh, when your opponent discards 1 or more cards from your hand due to your summons or abilities, choose 1 for opponent controls, dull it and freeze it. Damage 3 until end of turn, it becomes a 7k power, and attacks, opponent discards 1 card from their hand. Yeah, this cycle is actually really cool. Like, practically all, like, I think Atomos is still my favorite. But, yeah, like, Dijin's good, Atomos is good, that's very interesting. Tross is good, and Hades, Oh! I think I know the theme they're going with. These are all Arab-based stuff. Why are you slipping? So, that's actually pretty good. Jin, yeah, okay. That's pretty cool. We've seen Mira, Lastwell, the leader. I need to look up that theme cycle. Actually, no, Hades is Greek. Okay, they're doing something Ancient Legends, then. Fun fact, at least by Arab theory, Byblos is the place where the first alphabet was actually either invented or first place written, where it was written down. Onion Knight, or one of the first languages. Corsair, Chocobo, Palmer, Lunanesca, Clavat. This is like my 3rd shiny. Jeez. This is like my 3rd one of you. Jeez. Shulk, Andrea Rodez, and Lan. I'm seeing a lot of the same stuff, which is, as a collector, it's not really good. But I guess playsets are playsets. Ninja, Devout, Cloud, Aiko, Kamari, Rain. No, oh, we've seen Noel, yep. Okay. Alright. The maths is slowly balancing itself, and I don't know how to feel. The maths is rectifying itself, and I'm not allowed to complain anymore. Wait, the Vaughn? It's only a rare full art. It's not that big a card, is it? Terra, Masadio, and Suzuki we've seen. Or are you talking about the shiny this one? Was this one the WoW nice? Oh, sorry. Oh no, we did this. I just didn't put them away. If I get a spare one, maybe? Like, if I get a spare one, I don't care. And if I need the Luneth, then yeah. We've seen. Yes! Fat Chocobo Searcher in foil, I'll take it. And Sarah. So we've seen. Oh, you're a new one. We haven't seen you yet. Leslie, 6 cost backup. Now, I'll say this and then I'll explain it in case you don't. Beginning of main phase 1, during each of your turns, choose 2 forwards you control. If you control a forward of element other than Earth, break them in Leslie. At the end of each of your turns, you may give control of Leslie to your opponent. So, you play it. You give it. If they have something other than Earth, they have to sacrifice 2 forwards. And it. You get it in your bin. It's a 6 cost... It is literally Earth's... It's literally Earth's, what what's it called? Fanfrit, but with more steps. Dibs. Dibs to Chocobo Sam? Sure thing. I'll actually put your stuff in a different colour so I can remember it. I probably shouldn't have put these in pink. But, yeah, I actually think this is a pretty interesting card. Because, yeah, as long as you're not fighting Mono Earth, or you are playing Mono Earth. Otherwise, you just discard it for resource. And we've seen Charlotta. Hold on. We've seen Lava, we've seen Gladiator, we've seen Furion, we've seen Bartz, we've seen Leviathan, Bahamut, Lexa, Foil Scarlett. Lael. Brave. All forwards must attack once per turn if possible. All forwards must block if possible. Discard one card. Give Lael plus 1k power into an turn. If you want to force the game to speed up and you're bored of playing grindy, well, you got your answer. Babas we've seen, Noctis we've seen, and Ludith we've seen. Ah, normal Sam. Gladiator, Shiva, Ixion, Beastmaster, Chadley, Crimson Hound, Foil Kinkari, Vivi! When Vivi enters the field, choose one job Black Mage other than card name Vivi in your break zone, add it to your hand. Choose one forward, deal it 4k damage for each job Black Mage you control. Vivi good. It's also that. So you get one card back regardless. Saw that. We saw Irwin. Black Waltz 2 we haven't seen, I don't think. Black Waltz 2 is discarded from your hand due to an ability. Choose one forward, deal it 4k. Discard a job Black Mage from your hand. When you do so, choose one forward to put controls, deal it 5k damage. I'll move this pile down here, because I'm used to that's where it's been. Come on. Seen you, we've 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 seen you. We haven't seen you. Oh no, we have seen Black Waltz 1. Yeah. Foil Shulk. If anyone wants to mess with Monks players. Another Seedor. I think the game is trying to tell me. Did I get a playset in the one box? I think the game's trying to tell me something. Marsh, Noctis, Charlotta. Puppet Master, Corsair, Samurai, Sagwin, Chadley, YTK6, White Ma... I thought that was full art for a second. I'm like, no way. I thought that was full art for a second, and I was just like, no way. Damn, that gave me a heart attack. I'm like, 4 in a box. I would have actually had to shut my mouth after all the complaining I've been doing in the last 2 weeks if I got 4 in a box. Immortal God. Note to self, what do you mean you win? You win what? Oh, you won it! No, sorry, it wasn't Immortal God. Freaky got there! Oh! That was... close. Wait, was that for the Shulk? I'll let you guys discuss it. And Bartz. We've seen Shulk, Fina, and Black Waltz 2. Hold on. Nope. For Cecil? Alright. Yeah. No. I was fairly sure about that because I was looking to see if anyone did the Shulk. And no one did it before I moved on. But I wasn't sure if I made the mistake. Kiaran, Chocobo, Bart, Beastmaster, Amber, Assassin, Madam M, Foil Beastmaster. Well, that's kind of the trick, isn't it? You have the dibs bow ready and you just press enter as soon as it comes up. That's the point of an emote. We haven't seen Spectral Keeper. At the beginning of your attack step during each of your turns, choose one photo controls. Dull it. Oh my god, we keep getting this. Damage 3 until end of turn. Spectral Keeper becomes a forward when Spectral Keeper dull it. Choose one. So you dull two things with this if it's online. Oh my god, okay. I see where lightning... They're taking lightning where I thought, oh, we haven't seen Genbu, the water Shujin. If you have Shujin in your break zone, it costs any color. When he enters, search for another one. Genbu's dealt damage, reduce that damage by 3k. This is actually pretty nuts for a turtle. We saw Leslie and we saw Lan. Onion Knight we've seen, Yuke we've seen, Celeste we've seen, Palmer we've seen, Elvis we've seen, Leviathan we've seen, Rain we've seen. Another foil Twintania, I guess. Is that... Have I just been Is that my 5th one out of a kit in a box? Or is that my... No, my 4th one. It's my 4th one in a kit in a box. Huh. I wonder if someone's trying to tell me something. Oh, there we go. Madame Adele, leader of the Suarez Mez. She is not a Suarez. Soiree. People need to remember that. The job Soiree member you control gain. If this character is dealt damage by opponent summons or abilities, the damage becomes 0 instead, and this character cannot be broken by opponent summons or abilities that don't deal damage. When it enters the field, choose one from your bin and play it onto the field. This is the Lord. Or lady. And again, all of them have something like this. Ah, you can actually see the grains that prove it's a real card for the art. The way it's printed. That's pretty cool. Scarlett we've seen. Fat Pokubo we've seen. And Ludith we've seen. So I'm assuming you both have dibs ready and I want to call out like this really cool rare that I know you both want and watch you just spam it and it's not. Gladiator we've seen, Kyrie we've seen, Chocobo Sham we've seen, Gargoyle we've seen, Kamari we've seen, Benjamin we've seen, Unaliska we've seen. Don't think anyone wants Selkie. Oh, a normal Cecil, that's good for me. Zell, oh that should be here as well. Shinju and Rain. Look, Immortal God, you can go back, clip it at the part that dibs happened, and you can prove me wrong. And Sean wrong. Demonolith, Litly, Heavy Armored Soldier, Aiko, Cloud, Clavat, Perico. Foil one at least. And Lightning. Wait, Lightning? Yuna. No. Hold on. Wait, I'm putting you down. Here. Hold on. Lightning. Oh, that's right. I forgot this card. I was talking about it on the weekend. Yesterday. By the power of our waifus combined, I am Captain Yuna Lightning. This wasn't a full art. You literally had waifu fusion for a lot of people, because I'll be honest, they're attractive characters, but they're not my favorites. But you literally did the waifu fuse, and you didn't make it a full art. That thing would have been worth more than any card would ever be worth being worth. Why was this not a full art just for money's sake? They would have had people buying cases of the goddamn set if this was a full art. And I don't like it. I disagree with it. I think waifu tax is a bullshit way to rate card prices. But it would have worked! When Lightning enters the field, choose one forward. If the number of forwards your opponent controls is greater than the number of forwards you control, remove it from the game. Remove Lightning from the game as... Oh, sorry. Special, remove Lightning from the game. Play Lightning onto the field at the end of turn. Excuse you? Okay, that actually is kind of scary. Are they trying to make blue not a summon deck anymore just because they're worried about it being the summon color? Because between that and freaking Titus, that's actually kind of relevant. Babas, Yuri, and Ramza. I'm not even... I still got a shitload of packs. We peaked pretty early. Celeste we've seen, Chocobo we've seen, Onion Knight we've seen, Chocobo Chick we've seen, Palmer we've seen, Leviathan we've seen, Bahamut we've seen, Madam M, that's pretty cool foil. Yes! I got... Okay, this makes 2 of my boys. I'm happy. Sophie, Van, and Lan. It's a normal! Wait, are you talking about Madam M? You talking about Madam M? Oh, easy. You are the pink sleeves. Actually, no, I can understand why. That's valid, Freaky. I was saying that I think it's a pretty interesting card, and I think I know why you need it, because I think you need it for the same reason I do. I just don't care about the foil. We've seen probably all of these. Ooh, foil Mystidio. And a second for Sawyer from the box. Shulk, Andrea, and Fina. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Come on. Ninja, crap card, Devout. To me, you are dibsing when he opens the packs. Morald, Madam M, Unaleska, Clavat. That's my second one! No, he's not. I don't think so. I think Immortal, you're getting some lag. That might be a problem. Dibs? I thought you didn't want it. I already had... You didn't want my first one. Why do you want my second one? And Zach. With Leslie, Masaya, and Suzaku. Wait, do you want both of them or just the one? I don't know if I have... Okay, I need to double check if I did trade the first one or not, because I might have traded it to Paulie. Came in full art? No, it's just a starter foil, or the normal starter foil. I don't know if these come in full arts. I thought Braska would be the only starter one in full art, but I could be wrong. Okay, yeah, I can't do much about that. Immortal God. Ninja, Lava, Marald Bard, Palmer, Noel, Dark Knight, Foil Onion Knight, Riku Waka. So Riku Waka and Braska then? Ooh, Ace. Ace is good. Oh, I haven't seen actually Ace. This would be good. When Ace enters field, choose one forward, reveal any number of cards from your hand, deal at 3k damage for each different element among revealed cards. So in Cat Class 0, this works really well, because they're usually 3 or 4 colors. When Ace attacks, Ace gains plus 1k power for each different element among characters you control until end of turn. Problem is it's Ace. But it's also an EX burst. There's VR, Reeves, and Rosa. See, what you needed to do, Immortal God, is get your friend who collects with you on. And 2 of you could have worked together to get everything. That's on you guys. Chocobo, Kiri, Cacta, and I still got 2, 3, 4, 5, technically 6 packs left. Gargoyle, Elvis, Black Waltz 1, Chatty, Foil Samurai. This should be a Spezidane. I think this is... No, this might be my 3rd normal one. Genbu we've seen, Miro we've seen, and Seymour we've seen. Foil Samurai, that's good. DG Sniper, Chocobo Sam, Demonolith, Ixion, Beastmaster, Amber, Crimson Hound, Foil Black Waltz 1, and Wall. Oh, we haven't seen Wall, actually. This is the card I was using with Sophie in the pre-release. Black Waltz. Are you getting them just to mess with Pokersloth? Pokersloth? Shit, why am I blanking on his tag name? Wall. You're building? You're also doing it as well, damn. This is gonna be fun, I think. The cost required to cast Wall is reduced by 1 for each character of cost 5 or more you control. It cannot become 0. So this has to be 1 minimum. So 1 costs 9k is pretty nasty. The forwards of 5 cost or more other than Wall you control. Again, this forward can be chosen by opponent summons or abilities. When you cast a character of 5 or more, draw a card. This effect will only trigger once. So I had Sophie, this dude, and then every turn I'd play 1/5 cost. And just draw a card, do 10k. Draw a card, do 10k. And then those 5 costs, which are usually 9Ks, had that ability. So this was actually freaking dumb, and I don't know how I got it off in pre-release, but I like to experiment in pre-release for stuff that I don't think will work in normal meta, or stuff that might work, and I wanted to see how consistent it is otherwise. Erwin, Yuri, or Ramza. I'm sorry, it's not, but you've seen those cards anyway. Fiona, Kieran, Bard, Palmer, Furion, YTK6, Lena, Foil, Starter, Yuna. Alright, well that's 2 Holy shit, that's 2 starters. Alright. Oh, and Hades. I think I'll get the full cycle of these. So, dibs. It's not the Chocobo, but I'll count it. Hades. At the end of your turn, you may discard 1 backup. If you do so, draw a card. Damage 3 until end of turn. Hades also becomes a forward with 7k, and when he attacks, choose 1 forward. Controls, he gets this forward is dealt damage. Break that forward until end of turn. This is actually kind of scary. This is actually kind of scary, but it's got to be in a Fire Earth deck, because being able to swing with him, target their biggest thing, tap the Matsuki, deal 1k, kill it, untap Matsuki, and then have a 7k swinging. I think this has a lot of interesting potential, as all the monsters in this cycle do. Erwin, Seymour, Deleter. Puppet Master we've seen, Black Mage we've seen, Selkie we've seen, Cacto we've seen, Samurai we've seen, Amber, Chatty, Foil Cryle, and Agrius. Marsh we've seen, Fina we've seen, and Ray we've seen. Nope, play with Robel. Wait. Him with Robel? Oh, discard back up, next turn get it back. That's a bit of a risk. That's a bit of a risk. Robel as he is a risk to get backups back. You have to protect him. But yeah, it's Earth, but I still think you want to utilize the damage swing side of this as well. DG, Chocobo Sam. Oh, come on. There we go. We've seen Shiva, we've seen Ixion, we've seen Crimson Hound, we've seen Foil Zac, and Shantotto. We haven't seen Shantotto. If your opponent has 1 card or come on. If your opponent has 1 card or less in their hand, the cost required to cast Shantotto is reduced by 3, so it becomes a 1 cost. When Shantotto enters the field, choose 1 character other than card named Shantotto in your break zone, add it to your hand. Pay a crystal, an ice generic, remove Shantotto from your hand from the game, dull all forwards your opponent controls, you can only use this ability. Okay, no, this is good. I did not realize it had that last ability. It's expensive, but it doesn't clash with backup Shantotto. So you can play this, wait till it dies, play backup Shantotto. Or if you've played backup Shantotto, chuck this. They're in different colors, so they shouldn't clash. But if you're running the clash, that's actually really good. Huh, that's actually really interesting. I don't even think I like its first abilities as much. I kind of just want to play it for the bottom part. The Knight deck is playing this just for the bottom part, right? They're not actually playing her, yeah? Or are they playing her to get Knights back from bin? Herrico Knight Garland we've seen, Black Waltz 2 we've seen, and Rosa we've seen. No, I didn't know it had an anti-clash ability. I thought it was terrible. I'm like, it's another Shantotto. All Shantottos are bad because they clash with the good Shantotto, the only Shantotto. Alright, last pack. Will I get stupidly 4 somehow? I don't think so. This is probably just going to be another common, because we got a lot of good foils as it is. This box was actually pretty good. I'm going to do a layout after this, but I think this box is really good. All Earth Shantottos are bad. I would argue all Shantottos are bad, but... Oh no! All but one Earth Shantotto is bad, I believe you mean. Uke, Beastmark. Actually, and the last Shantotto from the last set was not bad. It's a Shantotto. Oh, it's a rare. Mira might be good. And Soul. Scarlett, Vivia, and Becca. I wasn't going to be a tease on that last one. Mathematically, it was not going to be anything big. But, alright, so my theory for this was oh, oops. My theory for this was completely off. I thought there might be a full cycle, but 5 of them with the light card is not bad. That's technically a cycle, but I wouldn't count it as an official one. Alright, so I got my 3 full art slots, which is pretty good. I got one as a legend. One is a rare, but it's a rare I like, so I'm happy with it. So, you know what? I'll take the win. I've got the win, I'll take the win. You are the dibs lord. Alright, now let's take a look at my rares quickly. Oh, my heroics, I should say. So I want to see if I got the full cycle of these. So I'll go slowly to give everyone one last look at them. Wait a minute. I would like to get 3 of those. I don't think I'll play it, but I would like to have the option of playing that. Wait, Bart's is heroic? Yep. Vivi, Lael, Sarah, Win, Twintani. I don't think Twintani is one of them. Bib, Moro, Tross, Zach. 2 for Sawyers, 2 Sadors, Jin. So wait, hold on. What am I missing? I'm missing the lightning one. Yeah, I don't think I've seen the lightning one. Okay, I didn't get the full cycle of the dudes. Okay, and I actually don't... Yeah, that's still really good. I'm really happy with that. Let's cull these foils down. A heroic. Starter. Side. Wait, no one wanted this? Oh, fair enough. It's in there? Did I miss it? Oh, I did. Oh, cool, I got the full cycle. That's pretty interesting. I didn't notice that was a heroic. So, legend. Oh, that's my legend. Heroic foil. Heroic foil. Oh, we might be a little short on legends, actually. Oh, no, we're not. No, we are not. I'm an idiot. There we go. Holy crap, that gave me a heart attack. I'm like, did I actually whiff? That's a common. Let's put aside. Common. Starter. Rare, common, rare, common, rare, common, legend, rare, heroic, legend, rare, heroic. Okay, let's take a look, and then I'll pile these ready to put everyone's stuff. Oh, those are mine. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So perfect average for legacies, legendaries. Sorry. You usually expect 7 and 3 foil legends. I got 1, 2 foil legends, so I'm 1 down the average of foil, but I am 1 up average in the box. But I also got 2 starters as well. So that actually kind of... no, it's 7-3. It's normally 7-3, but starter and full art took that. I think... Actually, they might be 7-2 now with full arts. Actually, you might be right. I think it is now 7-2 because of the full arts. No, I count the crystal. 3. I said, I got 3, so I'm up on full arts, which balances any loss here. And I also am 2 starters, which balances that as well. And then I got... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heroic foils. I think it's... Yeah, it is 6. 6 heroic is the average. So I think I'm up. I'm definitely up on the average. Either I'm up by the starters, or I'm up by the full arts. So this was a good box. Yeah. I thought, like, if I whiffed here by 1, I was going to go, oh, but at least I got this. But then I realized I didn't get many foil legends as well. But average-wise, this is kind of what you expect to get. I'm a little past the curve, which is really happy about. Like, if this was literally here, and I think it's 1 starter, this would have been on curve. But I'm very happy with this. This was a good box. I did not expect 3. I honestly, with the luck I've been having the last few weeks, I honestly expected a 0 box because it's kind of what I was going to get. But that's really good. I got a lot of good stuff. Good mix. I got one of the cards I wanted in foil and normal, and I'll hopefully be trading it for a normal copy. But yeah, that's a box of FF Opus 16 Emissary of Light, or I should say Emissary of Light. They're no longer using the Opuses. It's just going to be an old habit a lot of us are going to get out of. I'm cursed by this card, and I'm getting very salty. But I think these two are pretty good. I think all of these are good. And I got a lot of stuff for people who need it, so I'm really happy with that as well. If I can help my local group, I'm really happy with that. Otherwise, if you're on the YouTube and watching the VOD, give a like, a share, a sub if you enjoyed all this. If you didn't like, give an unlike. I don't really care. Feedback is always good, and I always like to know what people are thinking and want to do what I can to do better content. Right now, for people who are wondering about the YouTube, it is just an archive right now. I might be doing some stuff exclusive on there for fun later on, but that's all projects for when I am not working. Otherwise, thank you guys very much, and I hope you enjoyed the box open.